Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about shock Max Verstappen footage that's emerged, as well as a health update on Kimi Antonelli. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram and X at James's Pet Lane. I'll leave links in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Antonelli. Now earlier this month at the Australian Grand Prix, Antonelli had a big crash during practice. Basically, he had a high-speed crash on the exit of Turn 2 during Practice 3 at Albert Park, and this crash threatened to keep him out of qualifying. However, he managed to get a lap in at the end of Q1 before going second fastest, and then ended up finishing the race in second place. Now, even though this crash happened a few weeks ago, it appears that Antonelli is still feeling the effects of that crash. I mean, Racing News 365 say that Antonelli turned up in Japan with a brace on his hand, and when asked about the device, Antonelli said, as quoted by Racing News 365, "It's from when I crashed in FP3 in Australia. Nothing bad, I can still drive. That's the most important thing. I did a scan, there's nothing broken, just ligament strain, but I need to wear this to help it heal. But when I drive, I'm okay to drive without it, so it's nothing to worry about." But let's move on to some Max Verstappen footage that's emerged in Japan. Now, Japan is going to be a difficult track to recover energy. It's going to be a bit like Melbourne. I mean, when you look at Melbourne, it was very hard to charge up the battery. Then at the next race in China, it was a lot easier. But yeah, as I say, it's going to be hard to charge up the battery in Japan because there's not a lot of braking zones and there's a lot of high-speed corners. It's more on the throttle than on the brakes. Now, for this weekend, after concerns about the battery management versus driver skill in qualifying, drivers will only be able to access 8 megajoules of energy instead of 9 megajoules, and that should help drivers go for that out instead of having to worry about charging the battery. However, during free practice 1, an onboard with Verstappen showed him reaching 320 kilometers per hour on the run to 130R, but through super clipping, which is recharging the battery whilst on full throttle, nearly 50 kilometers per hour bled off through the corner and on the run to the final chicane. So yeah, even though changes have been made for that pace to try and make it more about driver skill rather than the battery, yeah, drivers are losing a lot of speed through 130R, well, especially Max Verstappen. And Lewis Hamilton has conceded that F1 super clipping at the Japanese Grand Prix is not great following that footage emerging. When speaking about where Ferrari must improve following practice in Japan, Hamilton said, as quoted by Racing News 365, "The car generally feels okay, it's just not quick enough at the moment. I think it's just balance, so we've got to work hard overnight to try and understand how we can set the car up better. There's a lot of time loss on the straights, we're losing 4/10 on the straight into turn 1 compared to McLaren, so deployment is a part of it. I'm sure we can do a better job improving on that, and then there's more performance to extract from the car if we can get the setup right. It's definitely not great when you have super clipping. You arrive in some places and you're kind of coasting in because you've got no power, and that is probably the least enjoyable part of the rule change, but otherwise the car feels really good through all the sections." But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care.